When she's not at work or unwinding after a long day, you can find Glenda Hill busy around the house, cooking and cleaning. After all, she likes her kitchen spotless.
As they say, cleanliness is close to godliness. Now, but I don't go to church.
Glenda has lived in Charlottesville for more than 40 years, raising children and grandchildren. Over the years, she's bounced around living in different apartments and communities. Last year, she learned she would have to move again.
I figured, oh well, since they wouldn't renew my lease, I'll live with my son and them for about a year until I can get on my own feet.
Glenda recently moved into a house with her son and his girlfriend's family. She says it's a temporary living situation until she can find a place of her own, but that's proving to be a challenge.
As far as affordable housing out here, there is none. I don't care what they say, there is none.
We own and operate about 700 apartments throughout the region, and we have waiting lists on all of them. And sometimes the waiting lists are over a year.
Maython works with the nonprofit Piedmont Housing Alliance, serving Charlottesville and several surrounding counties, managing several communities. The organization is working on developing new communities and expanding existing ones to add homes, something Maython says is desperately needed. Affordable housing is a national crisis. Here in Virginia, 1 in 6 families spend more than half of their income on housing, and there's still not enough of it. For every 10 families who need affordable housing, there are only 4 homes available. In Charlottesville, there are 1,000 people on a wait list for an affordable housing voucher, and there's a shortage of 4,000 homes.
I have multiple clients who are staying in housing that they know is making their children sick, like their children have asthma, the houses are full of mold, but they're staying there because there's nowhere else to go.
The Legal Aid Justice Center is focused on housing issues. Horrocks says affordable housing is a civil rights issue that disproportionately affects communities of color. And while she helps clients with eviction prevention, rent relief, housing discrimination cases, and other legal remedies, she says these are only Band-Aid solutions.
We ask these questions about, well, why can't we have better housing? And it's like, because we're not paying for it as a society.
Habitat for Humanity for Greater Charlottesville is trying to do just that. Its latest project, redeveloping the Southwood Mobile Home Park into a multi-income community, with the goal of not displacing any of the current residents. Habitat for Humanity is hoping to fill these new homes with residents in need, people whom Larry Scott works with every day.
I don't look at it as coming to work. You know, I'm coming to Habitat because I know I'm gonna help somebody. You know, somebody just like I was. I was homeless in Jersey. I was sleeping behind dumpsters. Didn't have no life. Didn't really care.
Larry eventually moved to Charlottesville, got married, and found work. But he was stuck living in transitional housing and facing a similar problem finding a home of his own.
I thought that I was too deep in a hole, that I was going to still be paying high rent, drifting from one place to another.
That changed in 2006 when Larry received the keys to his house from Habitat for Humanity, discovering this building means more than just a roof over his head.
Oh man, it's a future for my daughter.
While the task may seem daunting, there is room for optimism. Habitat for Humanity says in the last 5 years, there are around 2,000 families who are either in or on the path to better housing in Charlottesville. That's people like Larry.
I just walk around with my head up high, you know, I'm just so happy.
It's a feeling that Glenda and many others looking for homes of their own hope they'll find soon.
I will continue trying to be on my own.
In Charlottesville, I'm Dennis Ting, reporting for VPM News Focal Point.
Thank you for watching. Continue to follow Virginia news and stories by subscribing to our VPM YouTube channel.